And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening?
So today I have a lot to do here around the chicken coop. Overgrown for the fence. I want to make sure that the charger is good, doesn't short out, keep my birds safe. I have to mow back in here. They love this because when I mow around it, I go ahead and toss the clippings in there. They love to pick through it, get any bugs or anything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Talk to you later. Going to go ahead and put it down on 4. That way I won't have to do this for a little while. So I got one in there sounding off. She just laid an egg. She always does that. As you can see, they love picking through this grass clippings, getting bugs and just grass that they don't really get in here because they've wore it out. Which it's starting to get to our rainy season, so I'll be putting wood chips in here, just like, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a lot on this side.
Times like all you want to do is run. Hear me out, hear me out. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want to know. Secrets.
As you can see back in that way, there just isn't much that grows, so I don't have to worry about the fence back there, but I'll finish getting this. Down here is where my ground is for the solar powered fence. Gotta make sure that's on there or it is not going to work. As you can see, this is actually goat fencing. So I use some like 1-inch plastic. It's actually bird netting for the garden. I use that along the bottom just so the birds don't get out. And then if anything tries to get through, they're gonna get zapped from touching these. So far we haven't lost any birds. This has been really great fencing. I just don't like how it droops, but that's why I have some of those other fence posts in the center. But overall, I mean, for what it is, it does a great job. They're still picking through their grass I gave them. Here in a little bit, we'll go ahead and load up some wood chips to bring up here, as it's going to rain tomorrow, and I just don't want them walking around in all the mud. That's a mud hole they've made. As you see, their water dish needs clean, so I'll show you how I clean those up. I just scrub them out for them. They're going to get dirty no matter what. These are the type of water bowls that they've been set up on. As you see, I have a bigger one over there. They just never used it. They prefer these because that's how they were started. So that's what I go with. It's a pain in the rear having to clean them because, as you can see, this one may do it. They get in there all day long, so 2 or 3 times a day I'm out here cleaning those out and putting fresh water in for them. So, as I said, it can be a little bit of a pain at times, but you just have to do what you have to do because you don't want your chickens getting unhealthy from drinking from a cesspool. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and load up some wood chips here. The wood chips are just to keep the chickens out of the dirt or out of the mud. It also helps keep down the smell, I believe. I think Justin Rhodes talks about that in his videos a lot with the pigs. My main reason, again, is just to keep them out of the mud. That way, don't have to worry about, like, I mean, who wants their feet in mud all the time? That's just wrong.
Myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true.
Not sure if you can see that, but breaking down into some really good dirt there. Unfortunately, I don't want dirt out of this. I want it to be wood chips for the chicken.
Life lessons come 1 in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest question was in the last chapter. You gave me the soul I have today. Without you I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed. Yeah. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. Life changes just open the door. One thing's certain, I'll always be yours.
As you can see, it doesn't take long with that grass, and I threw some scraps in there from where I've been doing canning. They ate all the tomatoes and cucumbers, left the cabbage, but as you can see, it dries up quick. But we're gonna go ahead. It's looking a little bit cloudy out here. Go ahead and get this stuff taken care of so they're not walking in the mud. Be back at you in a few. You ladies having fun? Yeah? Finding any bugs? I could watch them just be chickens all day long. They all have their own personality. This one right here, she loves to be held, and especially at night right before they go to bed. It's like a little kid needs her little good night hug. No blanket to tuck her in, but yep, that's what they'll do. They'll scatter this out. So you don't even have to broadcast this a whole lot. You can just dump it in big piles, and then they do the work of raking it out and spreading it. So I cut off the iPhone and said I would go ahead and show you how to clean these up. I should have made sure the GoPro was recording. I guess that's a hard lesson learned. Either way, I clean these out with Bragg's apple cider vinegar. Just helps disinfect and keep them a little bit cleaner. As you can see, these rubber bowls just don't come perfectly clean. They just stain. I don't really know how you would go about getting them 100% clean like they are new. You just want to disinfect that once a week. I wouldn't use bleach. I wouldn't suggest that. I put a little bit of vinegar in the water jugs when I fill them up. It helps their gut microbiome, and they enjoy it. So let's get down there and give them their water and see how they react, because I'm sure they're thirsty after picking through all those wood chips and eating bugs and stuff. Okay, there's the stand for my camera, my cell phone. Get that down there. I like to spread these apart just because makes them do a little bit of exercise for their water. Well, let's get the water in here and see how they like it. I'll just hop over my fence. I never take it down. You thirsty girls? Huh? There you go. This is weird doing with one hand. I've never recorded myself doing this, so toss that over in there. Come on, we got more down here. Hello. You see some of that cabbage. Sometimes they'll eat that, sometimes they don't. We just toss it in here. Worst case scenario, the crows come and get it. The crows come in here and eat with them a lot. The chickens don't let them near the feed, but they will let them get scraps. They'll chase the crows off. They're not afraid. Are you, girl? You're not afraid, are you, of no crow? This one doesn't mind getting petted, huh? What you doing, lady, huh? You thirsty? Okay, so this is the door I was talking about. We're gonna get this fixed. I just gotta go in and get my screws. As you can see, they just rusted out. So we'll put some more in there and go from there. Need to clean this out. They literally just sleep in here. They lay all their eggs and stuff over in that one. I just had 4 birds over here, and anyhow, this is their home. They will not use that one. I've tried putting them in there. They don't like it, so I let them sleep in this one. I'll keep it for them. We'll get it cleaned out and go from there. I need to go get some straw to put in both coops. So I'll take you over here and show you what it looks like. Where one of our projects is, we're gonna need to go ahead and get them a real ramp. This is just a 2x6. So that's nesting box. As you see, I got 5 eggs. So by tonight, I should have at least 10. That's usually how it goes. They don't really get up here much. Every once in a while, I keep their feed in here because I had a raccoon that liked to get in it, and we'll fill that up. But need to go ahead and clean this out again and put some straw down. It was hard to get some straw in our area this year. I don't know why. The farmer I usually get it from, he just did not have any. So he said, check back. I had put the cedar chips down. It's hard to tell, but I had put cedar chips down for them that I got at Tractor Supply. They didn't care for those. They scooped them all out of the way and made sure they weren't anywhere where they could lay on them. They just don't like the texture. I have chips in here. It doesn't bother them. I don't really have any broody hens, so they don't stay in there long enough to drop an egg, start screaming that they dropped an egg, and then they go back outside and rummage for bugs and scavenge. Don't you, girl? Huh? I covered up some of your scratch grain, huh? Let's go ahead and get you some feed here. And these drier days, I tend to just broadcast this so that, again, they do what chickens do, which is sort of peck for their food and scratch. Well, you gonna go out and get food? Huh? Okay, I made it back here. Gonna go get a shovel and a bucket. Clean out the junk in that one and spread some straw. Short little drive to get to where that guy's farm stand is, so not bad. It's nice having it that close when he has stuff. Sometimes he just doesn't have it. Hopefully he'll be getting corn in for the deer soon. I had a broom, like a shop broom, that I was using in here the last time. I don't know where that went. I think someone borrowed it and just didn't bring it back. So I'm gonna have to get another one, and I'm not using my house broom out here. But it's a lot better than it was. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you want to clean it out. I clean it out once a month. I mean, as you can see, you can still see the wood over there. I was able to actually sweep it last time. I'll put some straw down. That'll help again with the mud, especially now that we're coming into the rainy season. I just like them to keep their feet clean, and it keeps your eggs from getting all muddy too. When they have those wood chips, they're not in the mud. Then they come in here, they're still not in the mud. It also helps clean off their feet. You know, they'll scrape around. And then they just get up in here, lay their eggs, and as you can see, they stay nice and clean. And then this I change probably twice a month is what I've been doing. You know, I try to every 2 weeks. Put fresh wood chips in there. I'll fill that up tomorrow just because I hate to put fresh feed on top of that little bit down there. That's how you get mold and diseases and stuff. So that feed will be gone tomorrow, and we'll go ahead and fill it up then. Those were my old chicken tractor type things. I need to tear those down. But those worked great. I had 15 meat birds in this one. I believe it is 5x8. But it's nice and cool down out here for the birds. I have a stack of concrete blocks I need to get out of there. Some old wood, that's junk metal that needs to go to the scrapyard or somewhere. Got some stuff to do around here. We'll be getting to it. But I'd like to one day get all that fenced in so the birds can roam through the woods and have a little more than what they do now. Hopefully this video wasn't too horrible and that I'll get better over time. I think talking is a little harder than I thought it would be. Think about what am I going to record? What am I going to say? We'll go from here, see where it goes. Hopefully I get better at doing this YouTube thing, talking. I'm not much of a talker in my regular life, so it's a little bit difficult to talk to a camera. I think anybody who's done YouTube has probably figured this out by now, and so I have a lot of respect for the people that have done it and that are able to talk, like Jessica from Roots and Refuge. I think she's probably a natural speaker, and so it came a little more natural to her, but I'm sure she still had times when the but, I've caught myself saying but, filler words, because you just, don't know what this is like until you do it. But if you have any suggestions, put them down below. We'll be tearing down my dog's pool, some other stuff here in the next week, getting ready to work on the house. I'll do a little tour of that. It needs completely gutted and floor joists replaced, so you guys will be along for the ride for that. And again, I'm doing this for myself, just to show where I'm starting and where I wind up at, because I've never built a house. And while I'm not building this from the ground up, pretty much am. I mean, I'm taking sheetrock, insulation, all the flooring out. I have to do all, it needs re-roofed, siding, so it's a complete overhaul. It would probably be easier just to tear it down, but I don't want to do that. I'm about using what you have, being happy with what you have, and making it work. So that's what we're gonna do. See you later.